So this is where Kemm hides the good stuff. spotted something. I've spotted something. I've spotted something. Did something. The third passion of Lucian. The first passion of Lucian. Lucian's glorious return. This is what everyone's waiting. The first passion of Lucian. The third passion of Lucian. The first passion of Lucian. I believe this is the real deal. Lucian's glorious return. This is what everyone's waiting for. What's this? I found something. Lucky find. Good find.
A dagger of pain shoots through your head, halting your advance instantly. You hear a voice, soft and calm, yet laced with disappointment.
Such a long journey you have undertaken, in the service of thieving charlatans, in pursuit of that which you will never obtain.
A long, sad sigh reaches you from the depths of the void itself.
This is your last chance. Abandon this folly, leave, and never return. I am the past. I will be the future. I am the God King. You are but a misguided servant. Heed my words and leave. I do not wish you harm unless you force my hand. Because my followers are many, my followers are everywhere. Your endeavors are pointless.
The voice fades away, and with it, the pain. Only the God King knows the weight of responsibility.
Good find. apart. There's someone here. He seems to be in great pain. Lucky find.
The man before you writhes in pain, oblivious to you. Otherworldly shackles are coiled all around him, keeping him prostrate. The man raises his head with an anguished groan.
I am Arhu. Well, your search is at an end. Apologies if you were expecting a more convivial setting.
He coughs up a gout of blood. Before he can dissuade you any further, his eyes roll back and he loses consciousness.
Stop! I told you to leave! You're going to kill me! Just go, damn you!
He shudders as fresh waves of pain course through him.
Leave, while you still have a chance. And don't touch the...
He passes out mid-sentence from the pain. The spirit ignores you, focused as it is on tearing the source from its captive. It stinks of dark magic. There's nothing in the spirit but pain, its own and that of its captive. He resists the agony, but it's only a matter of time before the spirits tear his source away. The pain begins to hurt you too. The spirit seizes the pain you inflict upon it and turns it back on you. The pain you share nears unbearable levels, and the spirit begins to smile. This is the pinnacle of its existence. And then it exists no more.
Stop! Yeah! Stop! Please stop! The pain! It's too much!
His face goes slack as the pain renders him senseless. The man doesn't respond. He's out cold. The dark stench assails you. The spirit seizes the pain you inflict upon it, and then it exits.
Our ghost.
I don't know if I would have lasted much longer. It is the strangest thing. I feel restored. But a moment ago I was convinced eternal pain awaited me. Now, all the pain is gone. I'm lucky because of my knowledge of the inner working of the cathedral. Kemm and his Black Ring cronies will stop at nothing to harvest its secrets. To think I trusted a traitor. I thought him a friend, a protector of the city, yet all the while he was trying to gain entry to the crypt, to Lucian's body. Just like you, I presume. You didn't come here by chance, did you? No. Your power, your skill. You're a god-woken. And I think it's fair to say you didn't come to save my hide out of the kindness of your heart, either. You want to enter the tomb of Lucian, don't you? You are God-woken. I was told God-woken would want to get into the crypt. I was also told I should make sure that doesn't happen. Well, what people believe about my role as the keeper of Lucian's tomb is all part of the Divine's plan. I swore an oath to prevent anyone from ever entering the tomb of the Divine. But that may have been a mistake. I've heard of your deeds. People call you a hero. Maybe you're worthy after all. The Divine's tomb is a fortress, a gauntlet. No single person was entrusted with the entire sequence necessary to enter. Not even I. Lucian insisted that no one ever approach his remains, especially God-woken. He said that to do so would be to surrender to the Void. He even made arrangements for agents to hunt God-woken following his death. You may know of these agents, the White Magisters and Lone Wolf mercenaries. He may have been misguided. It happened before. Which is why I think I'm going to help you. Lucian's fears have come to pass, in spite of his precautions. A different approach is needed. Rivellon needs a new Divine. I don't know every step of the Path of Blood, but I'll get you as far as I can. First, you must get past the statue of Lucian that judges those who approach it. There exists a source amulet and a scroll. The Scroll of Atonement. That will let you pass unharmed. Good. But you will need to wear the amulet and charge it with source before it can be used. And you will need the scroll as well. The Scroll of Atonement. One is useless without the other. Together, they will let you pass the first stage. Wear the amulet to charge it with source. Then bring both it and the scroll to the Path of Blood. there is a hidden mechanism. Place the amulet inside it, then read from the scroll in order to pass. Further obstacles lie beyond. I can only help with one of them. The Death Room. There are many levers in there. Most lead to death, but 5 will lead you closer to the Divine's tomb. Each lever is named after a virtue of the Divine. 5 of them bear initials that spell power. Select these 5 and these alone. To my home in the cathedral. I need to recover. Then I will answer as best as I can. These are not questions you asked of the Divine, Godwoken. He worked in mysterious ways, and it was not our place to ask why. I hope his spirit will forgive me for breaking my oath. He said there was great power in them, and that the Void would seek them out. We needed to make sure no servants of the Black Ring ever laid their hands on his remains.
Greetings. I trust that the item I gave you is having the desired effect. A beautiful piece, isn't it? Have you charged it yet? Very good. And I see Lord Arhu has emerged from hiding also. On to the next step. You'll need the Scroll of Atonement. It's locked in my desk on the 2nd floor. The password is Giora. When you have both the amulet and the scroll, go to the Path of Blood. On the left side of the chamber near Lucian's statue, you should see a hidden mechanism. It will clear the way.
Hello? Would you like to play?
The puppet looks at you with what almost amounts to curiosity. A faint The desk is locked tight. Instead of a keyhole, there's a gilded inlay that bears an engraving. It was all for you. Beneath this sits a framed square of blank parchment. You take a nearby quill and dip it into an inkwell. Then you poise its tip over the framed square of parchment. The ink is absorbed into the parchment until it vanishes. Somewhere within the desk, a mechanism unlocks with a click.
You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win.
You must truly savor my company, Godwoken. Something you wanted? Would you rush perfection? It will be ready when it's ready.
Tarquin's jaw tightens.
I dabble in all forms of learning, necromancy included. Can you really blame me for being talented? Can you really blame me when I'm forced to use my skills against my will?
Many more of those.
Who are you to judge me? Weren't you willingly trying to help those leeches? Those so-called gods? Their lust for power is the root of all misery in this world. But yes, I did it. I ushered Brachus Rex, the mad sorcerer king, back into the land of the living. I hope you'll admit, that is impressive. Dallas willed it, and I was in no position to refuse. She wanted to use Brachus to sniff out the Aetheran, to use a tyrannical king as her personal bloodhound, so she could get her hands on the most powerful purging device the world's ever seen. She thinks she can control him. She is wrong. A creature like him will find a way to break his shackles. He must be eradicated. That's why I sought the pieces of Anathema. It's the only thing that can slay him. What could possibly best the greatest act of necromancy ever performed? Reversing it. That's what. Here, take Anathema and keep it close. Without it, you are nothing to Brachus.